Okay, we are being recorded. It's all you, Ronnie.
All righty. Hey guys, how are you? Does everybody see my screen?
Yes.
All righty. Did everybody downloaded the file?
Which file though?
I put it here in the chat. That link. If you go to that link, you can go to Dropbox. You can download it to your computer, and the instructions are right on the screen right now. And because it's just easier once you have all the indicators to put them at once to MetaTrader 4. Once you're done it one time, you will see it's so easy that you will, like I do it daily. I search for indicators daily. I have a fetish. I'm gonna I'm gonna say that.
What link are we going to?
Constantly searching for things. So yeah, if you just press on the link. I'm sorry, someone have a question?
Ronnie, can you repost it in the chat for the link?
I already did.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, if you go to chat, the last message is Dropbox link. Once you press on it, you have instructions on the screen. If you're on a computer, it will ask you that message. You can just say, no thanks, continue to view. And then you will have on the right-hand side, download and direct download. Once you did that, it will download it to your computer. Locate that file, open the MetaTrader 4, and I will show you exactly how to install new indicators on your MetaTrader 4. Now, if you're not on your computer right now, just save that link. What list? Oh no, on the right-hand side you will have. I saw your Barbara. I saw your question. The list that you see, disregard that. On the right-hand side, if you look at, I will make it clearer. One second. And alrighty. Right here, after you see the link, you will see on the right-hand side the download button, and you will have a direct download. And they will work on Mac. I have no clue how to install them on Mac, but I will show you the PC way, and you can investigate a little bit online of how to add it to Mac. So once you downloaded that, you have it on your computer, and it's pretty easy. Now, once you get the file, if you have trouble downloading the file, that's fine. I'm just going to show you how to do it, and then you can watch the recording again after you download it to your computer. So it will be, it's fairly easy. Again, that's the first time that you do it. It's a little bit complicated. That's why I'm going to go over with details. And once we're done, you can just watch the recording again. Now I'm doing it daily without even looking at anything. So it will be, I swear to God, it's going to be easy. But I'm going to start with two things. I'm going to do two topics so we can run through it pretty quick. I will answer questions at the end. So whoever have a question, write it down and write Q in the chat, and I will address to that. I'm sorry, I'm reading messages through that from work. I will address to that at the end of each section. That way we will have Q&A without interruptions at all, so I can run through everything. My whole thing is that I really hate to go from TradingView to a PIP calculator to the news to everything else. So many websites, so many apps that it's just crazy for me before I enter one trade. And I found that on MT4 you can have most of your things. So what I did is I actually search for indicators. Guys, if you can just mute yourself, please. What I did, I just searched for indicators that do the job for you. What does it mean? It's not trading for me, but what it does, it sends me alerts. Where's the RSI? Or there you go. Now you can hear me. But yeah, I need Oria. Can you mute everybody, please?
Yes.
I hear baby stuff. Hey everyone. Perfect. Alrighty. So when I'm looking at the chart, I have every single thing that I'm looking at on my chart. So first, I'm going to go over setting up your MetaTrader 4 exactly how you want it. And the second thing is how to eliminate the jump between the apps, the web pages before entering a trade. So it won't, sometimes, let's say if you're a scalper, it's really hard to go see the news and then go see on TradingView what the price and mark your charts and then go to a MetaTrader 4 on your phone and start trading on it. Sometimes you just missed it. So I like to see everything on one screen. Now at the end of each topic, like I said before, I will have questions and I will answer each and every question. If you run out of time, because there is another Zoom around 9:30 that I know that everybody wants to attend. If we're gonna run out of time, you have my Telegram. My Telegram is pretty simple. My first and last name, Ronnie Ezra, and I'll be happy to help to everyone, okay? Now, assuming that you all downloaded that file right here, which we put in chat, okay? If you did, if you don't, you can do it later. If you did, I'm gonna go over everything right now. So let me put the mouse so I can take that off. Alrighty, so everybody when you download MetaTrader 4, it kind of looked like that. 4 screens of Chinese that I didn't really understand anything. So I'm gonna walk you through how to adjust the MetaTrader 4 to your convenience from the early beginning. So as far as I'm concerned, to get your own price, let's say TradingView give you a price. To get your own price from what you really trade, you have to put in your credentials, a demo account, regular account, real money, whatever it is, you can just put it in. Mine is CoinEx. I'm just going to go over that really quick because everybody's supposed to know how to do that part. So CoinEx, existing account. I'm just going to copy paste. I already prepared that, so I don't need to search. And once you did that, you're going to start getting your own price, the exact price on each trade. I don't like to work with 4 different windows, so I'm just going to close and open one pretty big. After I did that, I want to insert all the indicators that we just downloaded. How do we do that? We go to File, Open Data Folder. That is the screen. Okay? Now I'm going to go to My Downloads and get the file that I just downloaded. Okay? I'm going to put them side by side so you can all see it. So you have the indicators here, and you have the file open data folder. That's what opens. Where you go to MQL4. That's the folder that you want to press on. MQL4, and then indicators. Choose everything. Drag it, drop it, let it run. If you already have it, just press skip. It takes a few moments. Perfect. Once you've done that, you already have all the indicators, and it's pretty easy. I'm going to go over a couple of them right now. If you have any specific one that you want, and I can instruct you how to adjust them. but I'm going to go over a couple of them right now that I personally use. There are a lot more in the market, and most of them are free. So that's always good. I'm closing all the windows. I'm also going to close my MetaTrader 4. That's very crucial to the process of installing indicators. So close your MetaTrader 4 and then reopen it. Oh, no, that's not the one. I have too many MetaTrader 4s. Sorry. That is the one. There you go. All right. So once you logged in, if you take a look on the left where the indicators are, suddenly you have about 300 of them. Okay? Now adjusting, I don't know if you know how to add all the symbols here. From right click on one symbol, show all, will show you all of them. Then another thing, and then couple of things that will give you, those are little tricks that will help you trade. If you go to tools and to options, it will open you all the options of the MetaTrader 4 that you have on your computer. First thing that I want to do is to go to charts. I want to see the S-cline. The S-cline, basically, between the S to the bid, it's your spread. So you want to see the S-cline. Me, personally, I like to see the period separators. So I can see every day it's going to separate from the other. So I can see when market opened, when market closed. The next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to go to objects. Objects, I want to click on show properties after creation. What it's going to do, once you draw a line or Fibonacci or anything in MetaTrader 4, it will first open the properties of it. So you can adjust it right there and then. You don't need to double click it and then right click it and then adjust it. That will, as soon as you draw anything in MetaTrader 4, it will open the properties automatically, so you can adjust it to your convenience. And the last thing I want to do is to go to notifications, enable push notifications, and then put the credentials, the MetaQuote ID from your phone. If you don't know how to do that, and that will alert you for any alert, any buy or sell, hit take profit, hit stop loss, it will alert you right there and then. So what you do, I'm going to go over it super quick because you should know that, but if you don't, that's the process. You go to your phone, and I'm talking about iPhone. I'm sorry, I don't know how to work Samsung. I'm working iPhone. You're going to MetaTrader 4, settings, and then you have a button that says chat and messages. I'm pretty sure it's similar on Samsung. Once you did that, at the bottom, it will show you my MetaQuotes ID and a number. My personal number is A0FF1841. Once you did that, press on test. You're going to hear that sound. Oh, of course, that I'm muted on my phone. So
how could you explain again how you do it
that
on the
ding,
iPhone?
just give me just 1 second. Whoever talks, give me just 1 second. That ding will basically be your MetaTrader sound. Every time that you are hitting take profit, opening an order, everything else, or getting an alert, you're going to get that ding on your phone. Well, I guess we have questions right now. Who had a question?
Could you explain again how to do it on the iPhone, please?
Yes, on the iPhone, again, you go to MetaTrader 4 app. On the right-hand side, you have settings. And then you have chat and messages right around the middle. If you press on it, at the bottom, you will have my MetaQuotes ID. That number you put in when we went to tools, options, notifications, you put it right here. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Right there. Press on test. If you get a notification to your phone, it means that you are synchronized with your MetaTrader 4 on your laptop or desktop or whatever to your phone, which is phenomenal because sometimes I'm standing with a customer at work trying to sell a car, and then I get ding, 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 ding. It's like being in Vegas and starting to get those dings. It's like I hit the jackpot. So he's like, what are those? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just making money. Don't worry about it. I just love that ding. I'm addicted to that ding.
You
So
tell
once
them
we got-
hello.
I'm sorry? Oh, there you go. I got a hello. We done that. We press on OK. The next thing we want to do is to adjust our charts. Pretty sure you all been playing with that. If you like a dark chart, be my guest. If you like a lighter chart, go to right click in the middle, properties, and adjust your chart. I'm just gonna do something quick. I hate grid.
All right. Quick question. So
Go for it.
once you sync it, right?
Mhm.
Whatever you do on your laptop will show on your phone and vice versa?
Correct. That's the beauty of it. Well, I think I'm done. That's how I like to see my chart. Just I think I did something wrong. There you go. Alrighty, that's my clean chart. No indicators as of yet, no nothing. I just adjusted the colors. The next thing that I'm gonna do is to add the gap into the future that I already had. I just removed it. And why am I gonna do that? If you look, I'm gonna draw on the screen. If you look right here, that's your price. And usually you want to put your indicators, the ones that, let's say your calculator, which I'm going to touch base later. Your calculator, your strength meter, everything else, you don't want it to conflict with the candles. You don't want it to be like here or somewhere here, okay? You want it to be in a place that you don't have candles or prices. How do we do that? Let me clear the drawings. And do you all see that little button over here with a red arrow?
Yes.
We're good. Okay. You press on that, and it will give you a gap into the future, basically. That little arrow right here is adjustable. You can play with it. You can make sure how far the gap you want. Some people like it narrower. Some people like it wider. Adjust that gap. And it's also for drawings, like when you want to draw what you think that the market is going to do, you want to have a little bit of space. So that is very, very helpful. When Dr. K showed me that one time, I was like, damn, that's good, because on TradingView you can move your chart. On MetaTrader you can't. So you have to have that that little gap over there. Next thing, right here on the toolbar where you have your crossbar, when you have your trade line, Fibonacci, and the rest, you're missing a lot of things over here. A lot of things. If you press right click on it, you have customize. You can add everything into your toolbar. So if you press on insert as many times as you have, everything will add to your toolbar. So if someone was searching for a channel and couldn't find it, that's the reason, because you have to add it to your toolbar. Once you have that, you have access to every tool that MetaTrader 4 gives you. Any questions? That if you have any question, just put a Q on the chat. I will call you one by one, so it will be organized and not everybody talk on top of each other. Mildred, welcome to the party. What's up?
Hi. Hey, my question, I have two things. Do you have in your list of indicators or features, do you have Renko?
Renko is not available on MetaTrader 4.
Okay.
And there is an indicator that basically go on your candles and show Renko. Is it reliable? I haven't tested because I never traded with Renko. But I can send you one. I can search for one. I can send you one. And you can try it for yourself and compare it to TradingView.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to also learn how. I've been watching Oren Wright, and he teaches Renko, some Renko.
Correct. Yep.
So I like that feature. Sometimes it's easy on the eyes. Now, thank you for doing this one. I have just one more thing. Now,
Sure.
When I've used mine, and thank you because this just gave me life, because I've been, I've been playing around with this. So I'm like, okay, I know that, I didn't know that, I know that. So
That's fine.
thank you. I didn't know how to sync it. Now I know how to sync it. But what I've done is that I've created several templates. So there's an opportunity, if anyone wanted to save this, they can save this as a template.
Correct. That's what I'm going to go over next.
Awesome.
Of how to customize your charts, add things, and make it a template. And another thing, every time you open your chart, another chart, it always go back to the default that MetaTrader 4 gave you. You can make that chart open automatically on your favorite template. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Any other questions on all the topics that I did until now? Robert Brooks, go for it.
Yes. Did you say you're going to have a recording of this?
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, that was my question. So.
Anybody have more questions? I just want to bring water. Sorry. Mildred, another one. There you go. She's popping.
How do I add my trade pairs? How do I add all the trade pairs that I need again on here?
All right. So you can do it two different ways. You can press right-click on one of the pairs that you see on the left and go to symbols and add them one by one if you want them organized. I'm lazy, so what I did is press on the right, click, and then show all. And then all of them are showing up right there. All of the pairs from your broker are going to show up immediately. Now, what you can do, I'll teach you another trick. If you arrange them like in an order that you want, let's say you go always to GBP USD, and then you go to Euro USD, and then you go to Euro AUD, you can drag and drop them. Once you're done with your setting up the order, make a right click, go to sets, and save as. Once you did that, it's gonna save it. Even if your computer crashes or something like that, you can actually recover that exact order next time. So that's another trick that you can use. But just drag and drop in order to put them in a different order. Okay?
Can you drag and drop one so I could see?
Yeah, there you go. AUD USD just went up all the way to the upper of the list.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty easy and simple. It's like Windows. It's like when you can drag and drop icons and stuff like that. Alrighty. Do we have any more questions until now?
I do. How do you get rid of that sell and buy button?
Right click in the middle of the chart, one click trading, poof. I like it for scalping.
And you do the same thing when you want to get back on, you just right click and one
Right
click.
click and one click trading. Now if you want a shortcut, Alt T.
Thank you.
I actually like it because when I get a notification of GBP AUD just reached an RSI 70, boom, I press on sell. So that makes it easier for me than right-click trading, new order, market execution, change the lot size, sell by market. Does it make sense? I like the fast. I'm assuming that everybody know how to trade on the MetaTrader 4.
I'm learning.
Okay, no, I'm like how to execute a trade. Again, I'm going to go over it again, like I said before. Right-click, trading, new order. Once you did that, change your volume. That's your lot size. Put your stop loss take profit, or you can adjust it later. Sell by market, buy by market, whatever it is. Just for fun, I'm going to make an order so I can show you after that partial profit and stuff like that. So I'm just going to sell that one real quick. And trade, there you go. It's running right now on my demo. So, okay, I'm just going to continue. If you have a question, write Q in the chat. I'm going to address that once we reach our time. Alrighty, I'm going to add the two, I think, most favorite indicators and how to actually use the properties for them, so you'll have an idea how to do that. The cloud is right here. You can adjust the numbers right there. Colors, you can change the colors. Now, if I'm looking at the cloud, I like it to be more like trading view. How do you do that? Like it will be really cloudy, not that, okay? This is not cloudy. This is just like bunch of lines and stuff like that. Once I put in the indicator, I'm just gonna remove it real quick. Once I add the indicator, I'm gonna go to the up Kumo and down Kumo. That's your cloud. You go and instead of dashed line, you go to solid. And instead of the thinner thickness, you go to number 3 and you put number 3. Now you can change the colors, which I prefer, but I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. And of course you can change the thickness for the others right here. And then press OK. And then it's becoming a little bit more cloudy. And when you go a little bit back zoom-wise, you can actually see that it's a cloud and not several of dotted lines. That's how you do the properties for the cloud. People like the RSI a lot. I know that for a fact. It's a relative strength index, I'm sorry. You go in, that's your period. I'm working with 4. Some people work with 7. Some people work with 12. I know people that work with 30. You can change it right there. You just drag and drop from the left side where you see your indicators, take it, drop it on the chart, leave it. It will open immediately your properties. Adjust that if you need to. If you don't, just press OK. It will add it to your chart. Okay? I'm moving on. How to save a template. Right? Once you reach to something that you like, you're gonna press a right click. And you're gonna go to template. And you're gonna do save template. And you're gonna call it whatever you want. Save. Every time, let's say I'm gonna open another chart. Boom, I get that, right? Right click, template, locate your template, and it will pop automatically. Now, if you are working with one chart or you have your favorite chart, like I do, press right click, and the same template that you saved, you want to save it first so you will have it for future references in case you change your default. And then you save it again, like I'm going to show you right now. You go to template, save template again, and then you write default. Oh, I totally misspelled default right now. And something is stuck on my computer. There you go. Once you save it on default, any pair that you're going to open, any new chart is going to automatically open with your default template. Now, that's a game changer for me. I learned it only like 2 months ago. Every time that I open another chart, I needed to go to right-click, template, and choose my template. And on my MetaTrader that I actually trade on, I have about 150 templates. So until I got to my exact one, I kept saving one more and one more until I got to the right one that I like to trade. And I have some for scalping, some for intraday trading. So you can do that as well if you want. If you're simple, just save it as default. Pretty easy. Let's see. I see questions here. Is there an easy way to sort pairs? MetaTrader 4? No. Definitely no. That's the only way. I tried. Trust me, I searched everywhere. No way. For the cloud, after you add the indicator, you can change the colors and the thickness of the indicators to set the colors you like to use. Definitely. Indicators you can add, subtract.
Ronnie?
Yes.
This is Debbie. I'm just trying to repeat what you're saying, so if people miss it, it's in the chat.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're not asking questions.
No,
All righty.
I'm trying to help you out.
No, perfect. Thank you. Because I definitely cannot type that fast.
I know. Oria asked me to help you out, so that's what I'm doing for you. Mildred has another question.
Go for it, darling.
You mean to tell me
Yeah.
that, okay, so let's say I set this indicator up. All my indicators are in front of me. And all I did was right click, set up to template, right? And to save the template, the minute I type the word default, right? That because the word is default.
Correct.
It will recognize the word being default, and when I click a pair and drag it into the screen, it will default to my template.
Cha-ching.
Amazing. Oh my God, you don't even know. Amazing. Just because of the word default?
Yes, that little word default that I discovered 2 months ago.
Because I was struggling with the same thing, because I have like 4 templates, and I had to fix each template every single time, okay, all right.
Oh, I know.
This is life, guys. Guys, this is life. Thank you. Next.
Now, every time that you're going to save another default, let's say you change your chart and you decided to make that your default, it's going to ask you, do you want to replace that? Just answer yes. It's pretty easy at that point. If you want to change your indicators that are on the screen, you want to remove them or adjust them. Right click in the middle, indicator list, and then choose the one that you want, either delete or edit. Press on edit. You can change your RSI to red as far as I'm concerned. You can add some more levels like the 50 level. Press OK, close, boom, your RSI is red and your levels are different. So just right click, indicator list, and you can change your indicators. Simple. You don't need to search for that. Okay, I'm on the Ichimoku cloud. I need to double click now. Oh, boom, and then it opens. You don't have to search for that spot anymore. Just right click and indicator list will give you to all the indicators that you have on right now. I think that that's all for that topic. Yes, that is all for that topic. Any questions? Because the next thing is going to be a little bit different, a little bit more complicated, which I'm going to go a little bit slower so people will understand. Any questions? How to delete pairs. Right click on the pair, hide. The word hide is right there. Hide it, you won't see it again. Now, if the chart is open, you cannot hide that pair. So if right now I'm doing it on GBP JPY, which I'm on right now, I'm going to go to hide, it won't let me. But if I'm going to close the chart and I'm going to go to GBP JPY and I'm going to hide, are you kidding me? It doesn't want to do it. Oh, it just hide the CAD JPY. Oh, there it is. GBP JPY just got hidden. Okay? I guess it's lagging a little bit. It's not doing it on your MetaTrader 4. I have no idea how to help you with that. Did you try again? Oh, the Mac. Ugh, Mac is something that I will never own for one good reason. I love iPhone. I will never own a Mac computer. And I will share it with you, and that's going to be it. Because I have a very strong feeling about not being able to do anything I want. And on PC, I can. So Mac, as far as I'm concerned, is out of the question. Especially with trading, you have like maybe 2 platforms of MetaTrader 4 that can work on Mac. Some of the brokers doesn't even have those versions. So that's different. Now I know that you can add indicators like we did on MetaTrader 4, but on Mac it's just a little bit different. I know that my friend did that. So if you want, I can ask him. But so if you're comfortable with Apple, just hit me up on Telegram. I'll ask my buddy how he did that, and I'll let you know. It's something with the copy paste between the data folder to where you downloaded the file, if it makes sense. Mildred, another question.
Can you remind me how I would get rid of, let's say, if I didn't want to use the MACD feature, how do I get it off my screen?
The MACD? Oh, okay. Just any indicator.
Yes.
Right click, indicator list. Choose it and delete it. There goes the MACD.
This is life. Thank you.
No problem. Just give me 1 second. I just have a problem with the AC, so I need to empty that little bowl. Okay, I'm back. Now, I'm gonna give you a game changer right now. Every time that you add anything from the bar up there, let's say a square or a triangle or Fibonacci, and you don't want it to be like that, all you need to do is to change it one time. And every time that you're gonna add it, it will add it with the same properties of last time that you changed it. How does that work? I'm gonna delete those real quick. And I'm gonna go to add fibs. And I'm gonna add fib, and right now it's yellow with red dotted line. So the red dotted line I don't care about. I care about the levels. Right there, I'm just gonna change it to blue. Thickness, that's my personal preference. Hit OK. Right now we can see the fibs. Everybody see the fibs, I'm assuming, instead of the yellow, now they can see the blue. The nice thing about it, that if you are going to add another one, or you're gonna delete it, or you move to a different pair, when you're gonna add the fib, it's gonna be with the same exact properties that you last changed it. So change it one time, edit it one time to your convenience, and then you can just recreate it, okay? Now, TradingView have a nice feature that I'm gonna go over right now. And let me just bring TradingView. And the nice feature is, once you go to charts, I know a lot of people work with fibs, so that's why I'm gonna show it real quick. Fib level retracement. And you open Fibonacci. What happens is that it shows you the price on each level. Right? So you say that if it's going to get to 50%,
Yes.
I'm going to buy or sell,
Yeah,
or whatever.
correct.
And then you go to MetaTrader 4, and you don't have that. And it's frustrating. So no more for the frustrations, because all you need to do, and that's really all you need to do, is on the description, double click, and on every level add, I don't know how to call that in English. You have the open and close, right? So open %, dollar, close. I'm going to copy it to the chat so you will know exactly what I wrote if you have a small screen. That's all you need to add, okay? I just do space between the number to that feature, so it will be separated. And I'm just going to copy it and paste it to my levels. It shouldn't take you more than 3 seconds to do all the levels. Double click, add, double click, add. Now when you press OK, you're going to have some fun, because it's right there. And that was frustrating me. Mildred, I think you want to turn off your camera. You are, no, I'm just kidding. I love it when you're happy. So it's right there, and that's solving a lot of issues that we had with, let's say, like, why do I need to go to the crossbar and then see what number am I on? It's frustrating, especially when there is a feature that will help you do that. Now, to add levels on fibs, you all know, right-click fib properties, and you can add another level on whatever percentage that you want, and then on the description, add that open percentage dollar close, and it will put the number of the price right on the fib. And I actually like it very much. It helped me a lot. So that is fib as far as I'm concerned. And of course, I can do whatever I want here. Alrighty, so fibs priced on level. Perfect. Any questions about the fib?
I have one.
Go for it.
So if I wanted to add the 786 under the 618,
I'm doing it while you talk. Go for it.
how do I add it? So if I wanted to add that level,
You press on add.
Mm-hmm.
And 78.6, you said?
Yes, sir.
So you write the percentage of it. The percentage is 0.786. Am I correct?
Yes.
All righty. So you go to the description and you put 78.6. Space. Open. Percentage. Dollar. Close. Enter. Okay. It's right there.
This is life.
Okay? My fib on my regular chart, I can't share with you this because it's on a totally different screen. And if I'm going to drag it, it will ruin my settings. My fib have a lot more levels than what you see over here. And you can delete levels as well. You go to fib properties, and let's say I'm never using the 4.236, whatever it is, okay? Delete it. You don't need it, delete it. Remove it so you won't have something somewhere. Just strangling around when price is going to go on a deep sale, and then you're like, where did that line come from? And it's from a fib that you drew a year and a half ago. Okay, so just delete those. Whatever you don't need, delete. And then press OK. It will update it. Now, I'm going to open another fib, and if you remember, if you edit one time, it's going to show up automatically with the numbers, with the levels that you left at last time. Okay, pretty simple. Okay.
Ready? Two questions, two things. One, try rearranging your pairs by clicking it, holding it down, and moving it.
Correct.
Okay, that's the only way I figured you can rearrange them.
Yes, that's what I said. You just drag it, you just hold it, drag it.
That's right.
That's the only way that you can do it.
Now, quick question. Can you show trailing stop loss?
Sure, I'm going to touch that in a little bit. I just have a specific order, so because one is based on another. Trail stop. I'm definitely going to touch that. Don't worry about it. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, next thing. Who is going to be the fastest to write in chat of what session is open now and what session is about to open in 10 minutes? Fast. Go. What session? What trading session? Come on. You should know that. Tokyo open now and Asian. Oh, yeah, of course, Tokyo is Asian. And in 10 minutes, what's about to open? It was a trick question. Nothing is about to open in 10 minutes. But if you go to your indicators, and I'm going to copy paste it to the chat. That's the name of the indicator. P4L clock. And you're going to search it, and you're going to find it, and you're going to drag it to your chart. It's going to ask you a lot of questions. The two things that we're going to touch base on is where is it going to be located and which pairs, in which sessions do we want to see. And I'm going to show you exactly. So corner, you have 0 is top left, 1, and it says right here it says it. Top left, 1 is top right, 2 bottom left, and 3 bottom right. I want it to be on number 3, on my bottom right. So I'm changing number 2 to number 3. That's it for now. And then I'm going right there at the bottom, where all my sessions. You see, right here, I'm going to mark it. Info, choose what to display. I want to know, me specifically, I don't care about Tokyo session. I really don't. I never trade Tokyo session. I'm never going to get in the market for Tokyo session. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to choose exactly which one I want. Okay? So I want my broker. So you have your broker time, and it's going to pick it up from your broker clock. So you will know when is your broker start time and end time. Oakland, Sydney, do I want Sydney? If yes, yes. If not, no. Tokyo falls, China falls, I don't care about that. And then you pick and choose exactly which one you want. And you have also pip spread at the bottom. And you have local time. And you have bid price, volume, range. A lot of features here. Just play with it, see which one that you like. Press OK. And DDLs are disabled. Okay, I got you. My bad. At first, once you add it, you have to go to comment and allow DDL imports. You have to vmark it. If not, it's not going to let you add the indicator. Okay? And then you go to inputs and change everything I told you. Again, changing the corner, changing on whatever session you want. And if you don't want, just move it to false. And press OK. And then on the right-hand side, because I asked for corner number 3, on the right-hand side, I will see right now Sydney is open, China is open, Berlin is not open because it's 2 a.m. over there. Whatever sessions that you chose, I'm going to show you right there. Now, if it's red, it means that it's open. And it shows you the local time of each session that you are looking at. New York is 8:54, and that's our local time. The spread on that pair is 1 pip. The price is right there. Everything that you need is going to be right there. And you can choose what to see and what not to see. And how do we adjust an indicator? We make a right click, indicator list, choose the clock, edit, and then choose which one you want to show, which one you don't. Here, China, we don't need false. I don't want to see the pip to open. False, it doesn't help me. Change that, and I always have that, the sessions right there. So that's something, if you wanted to know how much time do you have until the next session is open that you're trading, you will have it right there with the local time. That helped me a lot. Now, the one thing that I'm going to show you that's going to be your game changer. A lot of people game changer, and I know Paul will like that. I know that Paul is in the conversation, and he's going to love it. So is the info board. The info board, if you're searching for, you press the letter IN, and it's going to show up immediately, info board on your indicators after you added them. You drag it in, and then you're going to have the same crazy window of adjustments. You go to common, allow DDL imports. It's really important because if not, you're basically not allowing your MetaTrader 4 to communicate with your broker. Then you go to inputs. Now, that is something that is really nice because just pressing OK will give you that. What the hell is that? You can eliminate stuff from here, exactly like we did before on the clock. But this is where all of your time that you spend on PEEP calculator, or to see how much time you have for that candle, or everything else is on. Let's say I want to put a 20 pip stop loss, and I want to risk out of my account $30. The tick value is basically your pair value. Right there, it gives you 0.72 lot size. That's what you need to trade with in order to lose or gain $30 on 20 pip stop loss or take profit. Now I know that you have a lot of questions. How the hell did that happen? Again, you have here a lot of stuff. The symbol, which I took off in my charts, okay? You can take them off. Right-click, indicator list, info board, edit. You go to, let's say, show symbol and time frame. Do you need it, or you know where you're at? If you know where you're at, just put it on false. Price and spread. I leave the price and spread right there because I want to know my spread when I enter a trade. Time remaining for the clock, I want to see. Risk calculator, I want to see. The trend, if it's like, how is it trending? I don't do that, never understood that also. Average high-low, I don't use. Today high-low, I use. Low spreads and on, and just you can adjust your colors as well, etc. Okay? Just go at the bottom, you can adjust your colors as well. Press OK, boom. All the things that you put on false left the building. Okay? So that calculator saved my life. Instead of going to Google and then type PIP calculator, Forex, and then press on it and then try to figure it out, you have it right there on your chart. Now, if you have more indicators there, if you remember, we just added the clock, right? P4 clock. And you have another indicator there. And they're one on top of the other. Sorry, my bad, closed. They're right there. Do you guys see that button at the top right of the info board?
Yes.
Perfect. If you added it to your chart and you click on it, there it goes. Press on it again, there it comes back. Any questions on the info board? I think I see Mildred that she's in shock, but I don't see others.
I'm gonna have to go back to the recording because it's so technical. But Ronnie, I feel like, you know, it's one of those statements where it's like, I am happy and grateful right now because I've literally spent hours on YouTube and hours searching for things in the IML Academy for these things. And I thank you because I've spent literally more than 50 hours at least looking for stuff on YouTube, and you broke it down so easy in less than an hour. Thank you.
Same. You have no idea what I've been through, but I discovered that if I'm going to jump from a website to a website, from an app to an app, and try to search the information, even if I have it on favorites, it's so many things to do before you enter a trade when you have it right there. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do, that will definitely going to blow your mind because I'm not watching for the news anymore. I'm not looking anymore on the news. I'm going to search for FXSSI calendar. And I'm going to put it in the chat. So you can't do it on your phone. I'm sorry to tell everybody that you cannot do it on your phone. And fxssi.calendar, you take it, you drop it, and properties are open. You go to common, allow DLL imports, always. You go to input, and then you leave filter by symbol on. You go to filter by volatility, and that means if you want yellow folder, it's 1 star. Orange folder, it's 2 stars. And 3 stars will be the red folder. So I'm putting it on the 3 folder. Hours ahead, basically I don't need too much. I'm putting usually 24 hours. Hours behind to see when the news fell on a specific candle, I leave it 48 hours. Refresh in minutes, I put 30, I put 1 minute because I wanted to refresh every minute. Now, this is where you can choose. I want to see it on all the time frames. So from minute 1 to 1 hour, or you can actually choose a specific time frame, okay? Display symbol's name. Mine is on. And now you hit OK. Do you see those dotted lines on my charts? Let me make them a little, I'm going to change the colors real quick so you can see them. Text size, position, color scheme. I'm going to do dark. There you go. Okay. Now, can you see Euro with 3 stars over here? Now, look at this. That's exactly when Euro News was happening. Okay? Now, we have AUD coming up, and we are on the 1 hour chart. It means that it's about to be in 2 candles. So it means in 2 hours, there is going to be AUD news. Now, if you just press on it, it gives you what news is going to be. And thank God we have mute on Mildred.
Look at Mildred. Mildred, don't fall off the chair.
And that's it. You don't need to look at another website again. Now, just make sure, first time, make sure that your clock is synchronized exactly the same. So we have AUD at 9:30, and right here it's not going to be at 9:30. It's going to be at 10:30 on the chart. So just go to indicator list and make sure that your clock is set up right. Server time offset +2. I need to put it on +1. I think yes, perfect. Once I put it on +1, it's East Coast, and it's going to be right there. The next candle, in the middle of the next candle, it's going to hit AUD. So if I'm going to go to the 30 minutes, it's going to be exactly in 2 candles, AUD is going to hit. Okay? So you go from a chart to a chart. Now, you take, right now we're USD Canadian. I'm sorry, no, we're Euro AUD. That's the chart that we're on right now. I'm going to take and drop something else. And look, here right now we have Euro and we have AUD news. Drop any other pair in the middle of that chart. And the news are changing to USD Canadian for that pair. So the chart that you're watching is going to show you only the news for that specific chart. So if your pair is GBP JPY, which I don't have right now because we hide it, let's go to a different one. GBP NZD. Let's go to GBP NZD. I should find it here somewhere. There you go. GBP NZD. Drag drop. And GBP news is right here. And all I need to do is to make sure to get a little bit out zoom wise, and I have GBP news right there. You good? Any questions on that one?
This is amazing.
That actually really changed my strategy, because I don't need to have an open news all the time. You can actually get notifications from FX, my FX, I think. But this is on the chart. I know when it's coming. I don't need to check when red folders are, because I have only red folders. You can change it and make it, instead of red folders, you can make it orange folders. You just, again, go to indicator list, FX SSI calendar, and instead of 3 stars, put 2 stars. Okay, close. It will show you also the 2 stars. Mildred, yes, what's up?
I'm sorry, guys. If I'm hogging up the chat, let me know. You know, I'm hogging up the questions. Let me
No
know.
one asking questions, so you're good.
Okay, all right. Is there a feature for us to check like the currency strength?
Yes. So the currency strength indicator is, I need to search it because I haven't put it in my list. I have it on my other chart, so it's pretty easy. It's called currency strength alert. Not the meter, there is a meter, not that. Currency strength alert. Drag it, common, allow DDL imports, input. Which pairs, which is your strong currency that you're usually using, which is your weak currency. I didn't touch that. It can send you notifications when it's under or above, alerts, and if you just press on OK, if you can see it in my chart, you can adjust where it is. Depends on which corner do you want it. I'm just going to cancel the one trading. You see it over here? JPY right now is at 8, NZD is 0. Let's go immediately to NZD JPY because something is happening over there. If I find it. There you go. Boom. There you go. JPY is weak. NZD JPY is going down. And that's how I'm know where I'm going to scalp next. So you have your meter right there. If you want to know how to adjust it, just like the other two, press on right click, indicator list, choose it, edit. And then you have your position. Position, it goes by pixels. Right now it's 10 horizontal, 25 vertical. If you change those numbers, it will change where it is on your chart. Okay? It's based on your computer and the size, because my template doesn't work on my friend's template and etc. You want to adjust it to be yours. So you're going to have you're going to need to play with it and make sure that this is where you want it, and then you do your template and everything else. You can change the colors of this. Let's say if you want it strong, you want it to be in a bicolor, and your bicolor is green, so you can change it to green. Okay? Watching for questions. I'm glad I'm up for it 4 a.m. in Kenya. Well, I'm glad that we have a Kenya guy here in the chat. There you go.
So basically, it doesn't matter if once you turn on the currency strength alert, it doesn't matter what pair you display, that currency meter will be there.
Correct. So I'm going to drop Euro CAD, and it's still there, and it's still doing its thing. There you go. So I have 3 things to go over again. Everybody was complaining to me that they don't have MACD exactly like TradingView. So I'm gonna remove for a second RSI, and I'm gonna open the MACD that MetaTrader 4 had. And that MACD looked like shit. Sorry for the language, but it does, because it doesn't have the green, doesn't have the red, it doesn't have 2 lines. You don't have the MACD cross. You don't have anything. So if you search for an indicator which is called MACD 2 line, MACD 2 line, it's right there. And you drag and drop it. And you go to comment, and you say allow DDL imports, like every time that we add an indicator. You go to input. This is your numbers that you can change, just like anywhere else. Colors. Make the green and the red thicker. Make them 3. And then press OK. And there is the MACD from TradingView. It's green on top, it's red on the bottom. You have the signal line and the MACD line. So whoever asked about the MACD, there you go. That's how you put it in. And guess what? The news are still there. They're not going anywhere. Save it as a template. It will always be there. Make sure to close your MetaTrader 4 at least once a day. If you're like me, leave it open for all day long because I want to get the alerts and stuff like that. So I leave it open even when I go to work. So just make sure to close it and reopen it at least once a day, because there is a lot of things on the chart it needs to refresh. Okay, another thing that people ask me is how to do a partial close on the MetaTrader 4. So right now we're in profit on the trade that I got in before, Euro USD. Why did I did it on my demo? We are in profit. We are in profit. 30 pips right there. So let's say I want to get the 15 bucks out of the 30. I got into a 1 lot size. I'm going to let it ride the same trade. I'm just going to open Euro USD for a second so you will see what I'm talking about. Euro USD. It was here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Euro USD, I'm going to go to the 5-minute chart. Let me get rid of some indicators. So we got in on the green line, the green dotted line, and I didn't take profit or stop loss. Now, when you did market execution, you can make your stop loss and take profit by pressing on the entry point and drag it. Now, if I'm in a sell and I'm going to drag down, it's going to give me the take profit. If I'm in a buy and I'm going to drag down, it's going to give me the stop loss. Does it make sense? Right now, we're in a sell. I want to put my stop loss right here. Okay? Now, because we're in a sell, I'm going to drag the green line, the entry point, and I'm going to drag it up. It will give me my stop loss. And it gives me the pips on the left-hand side. And if I drop it, this is where my stop loss is going to be. You can hit cancel. You don't need that. And it's going to ask me, is that the number of the stop loss that you meant? It's going to confirm. Press modify. Your stop loss is right there where you dragged it to. Now you want to do take profit, and you do exactly the same, just to the other direction. You drag your entry line and take it down because we're in a sale. Take it down. I want to go take profit right here, 120 pips right there. It's going to give me 120 bucks on the one lot size, and you drop it, and it will ask you if the take profit, that's the number that you want. You can adjust it there if it's not accurate. Press modify, your take profit is right there. And do you hear those dings? That means that my phone is synchronized to my computer, and every time I adjust an order, I get a ding. So now I reach to my goal. Mr. GJ love goals, and I know he's on that call, so I'm going to go over goals. My goal was 30 pips. And 30 pips, we already finished 30 pips. We are around 40 pips right now, okay? So right now, I want to get out with half of the amount that I got in. I got in with one lot size, and I want to get out and take partial profit of exactly half or 30% or whatever. There is a small, very, very small X mark on the right-hand side of the row of your trade, which indicate a close most of the time. No, it's not. It's not a close. It's, some of it is a close, but you have a lot more options. If you press on the X, it will open you a window. If you hit on the yellow, it will close the trade. If you change the lot size, it will close only the amount of the lot size that you want. So I change it to 0.5, and I'm going to hit close. It just took away half of the trade, and I continue to ride with the other half. So if I'm going to account history, it will show you that I got out in 0.05, profit 20 bucks at that price right there. And I just take my stop loss, put it in profit, and now I let that trade ride to my take profit. But I already secured the bag with as many pips as I wanted, with the lot size, with a partial lot size that I entered originally. And yes, I will do it one more time. So right now, let's say we reach to another goal. We reached to another goal and we entered with 0.5. And I want to say that I want to take half of that amount. We have 18 bucks right now in profit. I want to take half of it and secure it to my bank or to my trading account or whatever it is. And I want to let the other half ride because I think it's going to hit TP. So I'm securing 10 bucks out of the 20 that we are on right now. I'm pressing on the X. I'm changing the lot size to half of the lot size, or let's say you want to close 30-cent lot size out of the 50. So you put 0.3, the amount that you want to close, and then you hit close. Boom. I'm only in 0.2 in the current trade. And I closed, if I go to account history, I closed 0.3 and secured 12 bucks. So overall, I secured 30 bucks out of a trade that I was in one lot size, and now it's riding with 0.2. Questions? And no, Mildred, I cannot have a child with you.
Man, that's okay because we have Pharaoh.
No, there you go. And Pharaoh is right here. Pharaoh is right here near me, trading, having fun, eating his duck, jerky. Any questions about that, or are we good to continue? Oh, trailing stop, right, that's our next topic. Trailing stop. So right now, let's say I want that, I don't know, I want that stop loss to move automatically after the price. And I want, right now we are at 33 pips. Let's say I want, when it reaches to 40 pips, to start moving after the price. Press on the order line, the blue line that is marked in my computer. Press on the order, right click. Trailing stop. Custom. I don't know if you can see it because it's under my screen. So let me do that. Right click, trailing stop, custom. Now, every time that you do trailing stop, it's going to include the pipette. So if you want 30 pips, you need to put 300. If you want 45 pips, you need to put 450. Okay? So right now I want 40 pips. I'm going to put 400 and I'm going to press OK. That's it. Now, when it's going to get to 40 pips, the distance between the stop loss to the price, and it's going to move to our direction, to go down in this case, the stop loss will move itself and stay with the same amount of pips that you set up all the way down and securing more money. Now let's do it live. Right now, I'm going to go to the 1 minute chart, but it's kind of going up. So that's a shame. Let me see, EuroCAD. How is EuroCAD doing? Let me get rid of some indicators so I'll have a little bit more room in the chart. It's trending down on the 1 minute. It's probably going to go up. So it looks like a channel. So I just bought it. If it's going to go up, I'm going to put a trailing stop of, what's the spread? 1.2. I'm going to put a trailing stop of 5 pips. 5 pips, it's 50 points, right? We add the 0. So I'm going to put 5 pips. Now, when it's going to get right around here, 5 pips in profit, your stop loss that you need to set, okay? You need to drag down for a stop loss on a buy. So you drag down, we'll give you the stop loss. You're going to lose 11 bucks, and you're going to have 51 pips stop loss. Press OK. I set the stop loss. As soon as it's going to get to 5 pips in profit, the stop loss is going to get into profit and trail the price 5 pips different. Pretty easy. I don't know if it's going to do it live because we don't have a lot of time. I just saw that Crystal Zoom is in 5 minutes. Part 2 tomorrow. No, I'm kind of covered with everything that I wanted to talk about. I think I gave enough information today for you to try at home and see if you have any questions. And if you have any questions, hit me up in Telegram. We have 5 more minutes. So anybody have questions for now, for everything we talked about now? I can answer a few more questions.
Randy, thank you for this. I appreciate this. This is awesome. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. When will this recording be posted and where?
Oria will definitely post it We're going to send it to, I know Mr. GJ have a lot of people here, and Paul as well. So I'm going to send it to Paul and Mr. GJ. Oria is going to add it to the WhatsApp, 2 groups, and Telegram of Legacy. And what group are you in?
I'm with Legacy.
Oh, so you're good. You're going to find it.
Okay,
And if not, hit me up. I'm going to forward it to you.
perfect.
Yeah, write my Telegram. I tried to master the MT4 because it helped me trade. So if you want to do the same, that's cool. I do not look on TradingView. I haven't looked in TradingView for, I want to say 6 months now. And once you find the right indicator for you, you did. I just discovered today that you have an indicator that when you reach to the 70 on the RSI, it sends you an email. And it works. It's extremely easy for me. So
Wow.
every time you get to 70, send me an email. I jump on the market. I sell right there
That's
and then.
super cool.
And it's super easy. How to add it? Exactly how we added the others. If you download one, you just need to go to File, Open Data Folder. Like I said at the beginning, you can watch the recording. MQL4, Indicators, drop it here. Close everything, reopen MetaTrader 4, and search it on your indicator list.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
That's all.
Ronnie,
Yeah.
thank you so much for really taking the time to prepare and break down, you know, the MT4 for tonight.
Sure.
You know, I'm getting a lot of messages if you would be willing to do another training next week.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay, great. So we'll set that up and I'll post it in the Legacy Telegram.
I just have my own trading live and training on Sunday or Monday, so it will have to be Tuesday.
Okay, we'll figure it out and we'll post.
Okay.
Because we have, I got to look at the memo with all the Zooms that are coming up, so we don't want to overlap on anyone.
Okay.
For sure, we'll post it. Ronnie and I will post it. And guys, just give me a little bit of time to figure out how to take the recording from the Zoom and post it, because every time I try to do it, it's telling me the file is too large. And I'm like, this
There's
is
nothing too large in this
recordings,
world.
and I don't know where they're at.
All righty. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Ronnie. Appreciate it. Good stuff.
Thank you, Ronnie. Good night,
No
everybody.
problem at all. If you have any questions, hit me up on Telegram. I'll answer each and every one of you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have an amazing night. 9:30.
Have a great night, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.